There she is, Miss America. Hey there everybody, I'm Crunchy Scott, and today I am going to review this. This is the Thermacell patio shield, and basically it is supposed to help get rid of the mosquitoes or repel them from your patio or garden. So it's around 7 o'clock at night, and I'm actually going to head outside and work in my garden, which I like doing at this time of night because one, it's a little bit cooler. The summer has just been really hot this year, and but the bad thing is this is the time when the mosquitoes are just out in full force, and I am super sensitive to mosquito bites. Like, they just find me wherever I am and they get me good, and I have a really bad reaction to them too. I'll talk a little bit more about that later. So I've been pretty desperate this summer to get out there, but here's what it looks like. It's very simple. It's nice and small, and it comes with these, which is a little pad that has the repellent actually on it, and you slip it into here. I'll show you how it works. And then this is a little butane thing so that you put this inside of it, lights up, and then the repellent, goes everywhere. So yeah, the mosquitoes this year have just, I say this every year, but they have just been brutal this year, and the only times I can go into my garden is when I'm working in it and I'm planting something or pulling leaves off of something or breaking up leaves or whatever, or when I'm watering the garden. So those are usually the times that I'm out there, and I'm usually covered in bug spray. Sometimes it works, most of the times it doesn't. But I am even so sensitive to the point where when I'm trying to race from my car to unlock my front door, I'll get bitten at least 2 or 3 times before I can even get the key turned and into my house. So they definitely love me. So something like this Thermacell patio shield, I am really hoping will work, because for one, it'll mean that I won't be able to I won't have to wear bug spray anymore, which will be great. But it also brings me back to my patio. I'll be able to actually use that space again and have people over and stuff like that without being too worried about getting attacked and blood sucked. All right, here it is. You just pop open the cap right there and exposes the grill. And that's where we're gonna put this. It comes with 3 of these repellent packets. Let me open this and insert. Oh gosh, am I gonna have trouble getting into here? There we go. Open it in the wrong end. There it is. It comes with, I thought it came with 4, but I have 3. So I hope I didn't lose one already. But it's pretty simple. It slides right into there. Kind of easy, you see there. And then here's the butane. So you take the cap off there, and then this is probably the extent. That's where the butane goes. And it said you just put it in and turn it clockwise until you hear it click, stop. Oh, okay, well that was really easy. So there it is. That's also storage. In here you see these little these little grooves in there. That's storage for your extra packages there. Isn't that clever? And you can actually, the cover can actually go down there and you can rest it on that. But so here's how you turn on. I left this little ribbon on it just because it's got the real simplified instructions of how to turn it on and what to do and all that kind of stuff. This comes off, so it'll look a little bit nicer. But anyway, so here's where it is. It's like you've got on the bottom here, it's a little clickable thing. It says off and then on and then start. So what we're supposed to do is click it from, let's see here, let's go to on. Okay, so now it is clicked on. Wait 10 seconds. 3 mosquito, 4 mosquito, 5 mosquito, 6 mosquito, 7 mosquito, 8 mosquito, 9 mosquito, 10 mosquito. Okay, and then we can turn it to on. To start. Oh, so you know what? That just clicks, and I think that's supposed to be the way it works. And then, oh gosh, then you're supposed to look in there. Let me make sure you can see it. I don't know if you can see it or not, but it said you're supposed to see a little flame, and I actually see the little flame, so I think it worked. Yep, I still see it, and I smell it a little bit too. So I'm gonna remove this little thing here. Now what I do is I'm gonna put this out on my patio for about 10 to 20 minutes, and that lets everything get going and gets the mosquitoes away, and then I can go outside and actually do a little yard work. I don't know if you can see it, but it is off-gassing a little bit, or there's a little bit of smoke there. It's been going for about 20 minutes. I thought I'd chance it. I am wearing zero. Good grief. I promise, I live in a nice neighborhood. Holy smokes. Anyways, okay, I think you can see the smoke a little bit better, but it's been going for about 20 minutes, and I'm out here with zero repellent on my skin, which has never ever happened, and we'll see how this goes. Quick garden tour while I wait to get bitten. Fox and the Hound fern. Actually, it's just a foxtail fern, but I give everything a cool name. Somewhere over the rainbow Swiss chard. Isn't this beautiful? It's actually just rainbow Swiss chard growing in my little container here, my container garden. And my violet Beauregard blueberry bush that doesn't have any blueberries on it anymore. Too late in the summer for that. But I do have my steel magnolia tomatoes, named after Weezer. Okay, so I was outside for about 90 minutes and did the Thermacell. Did it work? No. My legs are absolutely covered with mosquito bites. But I will say, it's a little weird because I usually get them on my, and you're talking to someone who covers themselves in mosquito spray and bug repellent when they go out to work in the garden, and I still get eaten. So it's odd, this time they attacked, my legs are covered. My legs are absolutely covered in mosquito bites. I'll show you in a second because I'm gonna use this little gadget to relieve the pain that has actually saved me this summer. And I might just do a separate video to review this. It's called the Therapellent, and it works. It's just heat. But anyways, I'll do a more thorough, maybe in the future, a review of this thing. But yeah, so my legs are covered. Not too much on my ankles, which is usually a hot spot. A big hot spot is my face, which last week, I told you earlier, I was going to tell you about how I react to mosquito bites. Last week, I got them all on my face and on my temples to the point where this side of my face was numb. And that was really scary, and it actually hurt, and I put ice packs on it, and it was fine for a few minutes. But that was actually the third time that happened this summer, where I had them so large that they were protruding from my face, the reaction, and my face went numb. Kind of crazy. But anyway, so, but I don't have any of those. I don't have any bites on my face or any on my ankles or on my back. My back and my chest are hot spots too. I always remember to tuck in my shirt when I go work out in the yard because they get up through my shirt. So here's my process when I go outside and I spray myself with bug spray. I get naked inside. I spray myself so that I make sure that everything is covered. I usually do it in the bathroom so I can flip up the vent. Totally bad for you. It's like the worst, but I'm desperate. And then I put on my clothes, and then I go outside and I make sure I spray my clothes and my hair and my hat and everything. And I am reapplying, if I'm outside probably for an hour and a half, I'll have reapplied twice, every 30 minutes. I kind of check myself because I sweat so much. And still, even with all that, I come back inside with mosquito bites on my face, definitely on my body. Somehow they get up through my shirt, and then on my ankles. But today, with the Therapellent, this thing, I did want to mention it does get a little warm. Not hot, but it was a little surprising when I picked it up. I was like, oh, it's warm. When it's activated, it gets warm. I don't have any on my ankles. They're just concentrated on my legs. None on my neck, none on my face, none on my back or my shirt, or under my shirt. So that, to me, is very curious. So I feel like I can't give it an F because I did, like I said, I didn't get any on my face or anything like that. But I did, my legs are covered. I mean, my legs are absolutely covered. I'll show you. So there's one right there. Doesn't look that bad there, but I mean, it's pretty big. Like you can see, it's the size of my fingertip, the way it's swollen up. And then there's another one there. And see how streaky it gets? It's so weird. And then I have a bunch on the backs of my legs too. I don't know if you can see down there, but yeah, they're all down. And then on the back part of my legs, there's a lot. So what I've been doing, and like I said, I might just go ahead and do a review on this. But so here's the Therapic. I know that's the name of a, I think it's an electric toothbrush too. But you put this on there, you push the button, and it heats up. And you're supposed to do it for like 30 seconds. And it does get quite hot. And somehow it doesn't take the swelling down. It doesn't do anything like that. But it does take the pain away. And so you can see it just leaves a little mark there. And I end up, for me, like it comes back probably about like 15 minutes later, the pain, or the itchiness and the swelling and stuff like that. So I'll just do it again. See, there it is. It's called the Therapic. And that, boy, I'm telling you, like already that feels so much better. And so what I'll do is I'll just keep this thing beside me all night. Now that I've got I'd say I've got 8 bites on my legs right now, which is, that does not feel good. But yeah, I'll just kind of, let me do another. Sorry for those of you who are grossed out by my white legs, but this body does not tan. So there it is. I just activate it. I push the little button here and wait until it gets hot. And trust me, it does get hot. The first time I did it, and it warns you in the instructions, like, don't leave on for too long. And of course I was like, oh, I feel so good. I'm just going to keep doing it on and on and on and on. And you really shouldn't, because I got a little blister there one time on one of my bites, and that did not feel great. So yeah, I can't remember how long that was, but really, honestly, that already feels good. That already feels so much better. So like I said, I cannot give this Thermacell an F because it is odd that I didn't get mosquito bites in places where I normally get mosquito bites. But I will give it a C because it certainly did not keep all the mosquitoes away. I have seen some reviews where they're like, it's the best thing ever. It works great. I think there's a travel one I've seen that people have, which I was like, oh my gosh, I love to hike and be outside. I was like, that would be perfect for me. But now I'm like, I'm not so sure, because with as many bites as I have on my leg right now, I don't trust going outside without any repellent on now, unfortunately. So I was even thinking, I was like, you know what, I could just use this to water the garden, but this didn't get better through the 90 minutes. A lot of these bites came, later. Like, I thought maybe the longer this took to like permeate my patio. Oh, it's supposed to be for 15 by 15 spaces, and my patio is about 15 feet by 15 feet. It's a small, it's a medium-sized patio. I think there's plenty of space out there for me. There's a table, there's chairs, there's a little garden and all that kind of stuff. So there's plenty of space, but it did not, even when I had it like right beside me, I was like feeling on jumping on my legs. And then another odd thing was it had been on for about 30 minutes and there were ants crawling all over it. I was like, wait a minute, aren't you supposed to repel things? But it didn't. Anyways, so sorry. I'd love to know if you've tried this or if you have any ideas that will help repel mosquitoes. I want to hear about them because I do love my patio. I really want to be outside on my patio this summer, but it just never seems to happen. So let me know in the comments down below if you've got any ideas. Otherwise, Thermacell wasn't a great option for me. Maybe it will be for you.